J.B. Bush, Sr., Riley Demps, Sr., co-captain, Zachary Kirkler, Sr., Jacques Renoir, Sr., Ari Calhoun, Jr., Jack Gentry, Jr., Porter Andrews, sophomore, Theo Fang, sophomore, Reagan LePere, he had a Mike did baseball, sophomore, Max Moses, sophomore, Javon Sutherland, sophomore, and Javon Ruffin, freshman. Started out the season taller than him, and he changed his hairdo. Wasn't happy about that. We give them just an applause for that. All right, so our spokesman, Riley Demps. So I'll start with the story. I remember my first varsity practice. The night before, I was shaking with excitement, so much that I couldn't even sleep. I had my mesh uniform laid out, with my socks ironed, ready to go. I had been waiting for this moment for so long. I couldn't wait to finally start my varsity journey. Practice was to start at 9:30 sharp. That night, I must have been having the best dream ever because I clean woke up at 9:35. I was crying, putting on all my stuff in a hurry. I biked from my house and then ran up to the pleasure at 9:50 and sprinted up to the gym. And I wasn't in that gym for 0.5 seconds before Coach yelled, "Get out!" I was like, "Coach, I'm starting to get out!" I walked outside with my head in my hands, like, bro, I will never play varsity. My career is over. So for the next 4 years, I woke up 3 hours before every practice and beat him there every day. And considering that he picked me to speak on behalf of the team today, I guess he didn't hold a grudge. With that being said, I'd like to take you back to the basketball locker room after we had just won the school's 4th consecutive home playoff game. As we quieted down, Coach Sillett left us with a thought that I may never forget. He said, "You guys are on the cusp of something special. However, you must focus on the cusp or you'll never get to see the something special." What he meant was that looking forward to your end success will only lead you down the gutter. It is your commitment to the present that will give you the future. Overall, it was a historically successful season. Most wins in 6 years, check. First NIT champs in 41 years, check. 17-game win streak, check. 2 tournament championships, check. District championship, check. Highest playoff seeding in 6 years, check. Packed student section, not check, but you get the point. Now think about what Coach Sillett said in that locker room. All of those successes I just read off to you didn't happen by us looking forward. We looked around. We looked at each other and committed our bodies and souls to our teammates. One thing I always knew is that even in the toughest of practices and games, I could rely on every one of these guys up here to have my back, just like I would have theirs. Whether it was James Amos with ice in his veins against Bonneville, or JP going unconscious from 3 against Ben Franklin, all of these guys absolutely refused to let each other down. This is the type of culture we had up in the Palestra. It wasn't, "I'll never let you down because it's unacceptable" type culture. For this, we have none other to thank than Coach Sillett. Coach, thank you so much for everything you've done. I know I can speak for everyone in the program when I say you changed our lives. I don't really know yet what the Battle of Waterloo has to do with basketball, but I'm sure that sometime down the road I'll be thankful to know that it was on a Sunday. You came from monumental college success and committed yourself not only to making us a great basketball team, but great men. You poured your heart to the program and it shows. To Coach Gerald, I want to thank you most for the opportunity. You believed in us when a lot of other people didn't, and for that I can only be grateful. When Finn and I rolled up on your team as scrawny 8th graders, you took all the heat and stride and gave us a chance to prove yourself. Your investment in our development as players and people is something that I'm forever in debt to you for. I also want to thank Coach Tui. You probably put more hours into this team than anyone, opening up gyms for us in the late nights and early mornings. Your passion for the program shows in how you pushed us to be great every day. Thank you to the training staff and Coach Bratton for keeping us healthy and strong. It's your guys' behind-the-scenes work that makes the on-court magic possible. To the seniors, it's been real, guys. Z, Finn, Jock, JP, James. I feel like I've been hooping with y'all since I was in Pampers. My proudest moment as a basketball player is still probably winning the 8th grade city championship of 7th graders. We brought that championship mentality to high school, then sprinkled in some Stonewall Jock to round out the class. I'm going to miss playing with each and every one of you. We share a bond that goes way deeper than jump shots and dunks. I know that whatever rec league team gets y'all next year into college is getting a certified baller. To the rest of you guys, take the reins and control your destiny next year. It's your team and it will be what you make it. Commit to working harder than you did this year. Just like Coach said, fun is fleeting, joy is what you seek. Embrace the cusp, and I'm sure that you will make it to see the something special.
Coleman E. Adler Award for the Best Defensive Player is Finn Bandana.
So I wanted to talk just a little bit about each of the recipients. So Finn, it's our defensive award. He's the hub of our defense. So going to every game, he was our best defender not only in the post but on the perimeter. So we decided where Finn would guard and everybody else would adjust around that, because he had the capability, he had the heart, and he also had the demeanor to be able to do that. So, great job.
Coach Stillette's a special guy. This year's best offensive player is Javon Ruffin.
Demonstrated game after game multiple ways to score the basketball. More so than probably anybody else we had. Had an ability to get to the goal off of a dribble. Also had a jump shot. Could rebound the basketball because of his size and his knack and instincts for going to get the ball. And then had a knack of getting fouled. And he was able to do this all before his 15th birthday. And also be able to have to play in a program as a freshman with a lot of responsibilities and meet on him every day to try and help improve. Congratulations. Just retired. This is the Most Improved Player Award. This goes to J.P. Bush. Now, this is a yearly award, not a career award, as they all are. This is from the player who has progressed the furthest in our program. And it's tough because so many of these guys, because we're all about player development, have progressed at great distances. But JP, where we were from the end of the summer to where we were at the end of the year, was just unbelievable. It's because of his hard work. He went from somebody that was off the radar, frankly, at the end of the summer, to someone who was a major contributor. And he did that because of his energy, and more importantly, he did it with a smile on his face every day. Thank you. This is the MVP award, and this goes to Riley Demps. So, some of you know that Riley was injured early on before practice, and he tore his labrum. And he played the whole year in pain. There were days where he moderated his reps in practice. There were days where he had to get out of practice. He had to go get a shot, stay away from basketball for a number of days. And there was a quiet heroism. Not once did he ever complain. I'd say, "How you doing today?" He said, "I'm fine." And I knew he wasn't. So he was still able to be effective and both efficient on offense. He improved and was committed to our defense. He was our leading, he led us in steals. And also, he's our spokesman. He's an eloquent spokesman. He demonstrated that before. So, thank you, Ryan. It was a race on Sunday morning to see who could get here first, me or him. He usually won that race, I gotta tell you. To be first in practice. The Coaches Award. This goes to James Amos. So, this is are the guy who is going to accept the role that the coaches have decided that he should play. And James was put in a position early on in the summer when we began our summer work, which was 180 degrees from what he had ever done in his life in terms of basketball. He was always a guard facing the basket. Now we had him as a post player underneath the basket facing midcourt. It took him all of 2 summer league games to, in this very quiet way, say, "Coach, you think I'll ever get a chance to shoot the ball this year?" So, "Yeah, James, just be patient." So James did a phenomenal job of being able to embrace that role. I mean, it's basically bloom where you're planted, right? And he was able to bloom. Patrick already mentioned about James and in the words of Jack Gentry that he's permanently enshrined in plastic in the palestra. So congratulations, James. Patrick neglected to mention that my name is up there too. It's right next to the exit sign. All right. We're early, right? That's it? I had 3 ways I was going to go. We'll forget that. Okay, thank you.